Alright, so this is why is 40 times more effective than Facebook advertising, right? So if you've tried Facebook advertising, Google ads, even if you've tried generating leads from Zillow, Trulia, and any other platform or any other medium, right, to get more leads, is 40 times more effective than any other thing that you've tried to generate leads. So if you want to find out more information, listen up. What's up, real estate family? My name is Mr. W, and if you're an agent or a broker and you got two goals in mind, then listen up, right? If you want to generate more leads and if you also want to close more deals, then click on the subscribe button as well as hitting up the notification bell just so that you're notified each and every single time that I upload, as well as if you find massive value in this video, click on the like button just so that you can help me get my video across all people that might find value in this. But anyways, enough with all the chit chat. Let me give you the video. What's up, guys? So just a quick announcement. So throughout the video, the lighting will go up and down. It was a little temperamental because I am using the sun as my source of light. So just don't be a little alarmed when you start seeing that I go a little bit dark or a little bit light again. But the whole point of the video is just to give you as much content and value as possible. So if you find a lot of value, don't forget to hit the subscribe and like the video. All right, guys, cheers. Okay, so what's this strategy or what's this method which brings in 40 times more effectiveness than Facebook advertising, Google advertising, and any other lead generation method online, right? Paid and organic, as well as your traditional advertising and marketing methods such as cold calling, door knocking, and even direct mail farming, right? What is a specific method? You want to know what it is? It's email marketing, right? I know for some people might be like, I didn't know those email marketing. Well, that's essentially what it is, right? Now, here's the thing, okay? When you're looking at Facebook advertising and Google advertising, those platforms, right, are perfect if one, you don't have time, but you have a budget. And because you have a budget, you can now leverage your budget in order for you to generate more leads, okay? Because you don't have time, but you have the money. So what Facebook and Google will do is that they're gonna leverage your time for you while they generate leads for you, okay, on autopilot. And that's essentially what we do for our clients, right? Because it's fast, it's quick and effective, okay? And once you understand that advertising is really just a scientific method, all you just have to do is plug in the right formulas, use the right templates, and you're good to go, okay? You don't necessarily have to do it over and over and over and over again in order for you to get the results that you want. Now, when you're looking at the opposite side, such as your door knocking, cold calling, and even doing direct mail farming, those methods require a lot of your time, okay? Because maybe for some reason, you don't necessarily have a solid budget at the moment in order for you to focus on Facebook and Google advertising, right? All the online methods. Okay, so if you're focusing on the other stuff, right, on the traditional methods, it's because you don't necessarily have money, but you have the time. And the only downfall with that is because it takes up a lot of your time, you don't necessarily have enough hours in the day in order for you to build up a sustainable and a predictable system that's going to help you generate more leads over time. So let me explain quickly. Okay, if you're doing cold calls, right, now you typically have to do around 100 to 200 cold calls to get around a solid 3 to 5 leads. Now, again, it entirely depends on which market are you looking for. Are you looking for sale by owners, or are you looking for expired listings? It entirely depends, okay? But what I've noticed, and the agents that I've spoken to, it typically gets them around 3 to 5 leads for every 200 calls. Now, in terms of how long it actually takes for you to do those 100, 200 calls is entirely dependent up to you. If you're doing manual calls, it's obviously going to take longer. But now, if you're obviously going to leverage softwares like Mojo, which are really just triple dialers that are going to help you dial immediately, then you can do around 200 cold calls in the space of around 3 to 4 hours. But now here's the thing, okay? You have to consistently do that all the time in order for you to generate those leads. So by the time you're done getting 10 leads, you're exhausted because you've literally done how many cold calls, Okay, and another thing about the traditional cold method, okay, is that, and I learned this from Jordan Belfort, right? He says that if you go and speak to a prospect, if you're going to directly sell to a prospect cold, right, you're always going to be a salesman, no matter how you try and position yourself, no matter what tactics you try and use to get them to speak to you on the phone. If you're going to approach them, you're the salesman. But if they come to you, guess what? You're the expert. So you always want to position yourself as the expert. And that's the reason why we use Facebook advertising, because it positions you as an expert, because you're not physically approaching them. Is because with email marketing, in order for it to be effective, you need a database, okay? You can't just cold email everyone and assume that it's going to be 40 times effective. That's not what I mean. I'm talking about if you have a solid database, and this is through networking. This is basically through both sides of the spectrum. This is through paid advertising, being online, doing organic stuff, right, in order for you to generate more leads, as well as doing more on the traditional side where you're doing door knocking, cold calling, direct mail farming, okay? Both methods are going to get you what? Leads, okay? And if they get you leads, what does that mean? You have contact information. That contact information goes where? Into your database. Now your database is literally the most important thing that you're ever going to own. And the reason why is because now you can leverage that database to reach out to your prospects, to follow up, to invite them to your open houses, okay? To get referrals. Right? You can literally leverage your database for a myriad and a plethora of things. And that's why email marketing is literally the most effective, right? It's because with Facebook advertising, Google advertising, you have to consistently put in a budget. You have to consistently pay to get that database, right? With traditional marketing and advertising, you have to consistently put in the hours and your effort in order for you to put out what? The leads, okay? So both methods work, right? Online advertising and marketing works. Traditional cold marketing and advertising works. They both work, right? Why? Because they both generate leads, and the leads go where? Into your database. So what you want to do is you want to focus on creating a solid database, right? Where you have as many prospects as possible into this database. And then you want to segregate your database according to how you actually got those leads. So for example, if you got leads from Facebook advertising and it was a seller ad, right, targeting sellers, then you want to ensure that within your database, you have prospects that came in through your Facebook channel, okay? Same thing with Google, same thing with Zillow, same thing with any other online platform that you're using to generate leads. And the same needs to apply with the traditional advertising and marketing. And the reason why is because you need to speak a separate language for each and every single sequence that you'll create within your database. Okay, so for example, if people found out from you through your direct mail farming, okay, and then they maybe sent you a message or they inquired or whatever it is, right? The minute they turn into a lead, right? Because they're obviously going to exchange the information with you, they're going to reach out to you. You need to ensure that you update your database so that whatever you send them through your email list, you know where they came from. Therefore, it's easier for you to then either customize or literally create a sequence according to what exactly were they inquiring about, so that you can close more deals. So let me give you an example. So let's just say, for example, you've got 5 listings. Okay, and then throughout all of those 5 listings, let's say when it comes to your marketing and advertising, you've basically amalgamated between cold traditional advertising and traditional advertising, as well as cold paid advertising. And now what you've realized is that out of the 3 listings, so let's just say 3 listings, okay, you focused on Facebook advertising, and all 3 of them came through Facebook ads. And then 1 listing, these are leads by the way, then 1 listing came through cold calling, right? Or let me rather say let's just say 1 listing came through cold calling. Maybe you called up expired listings, okay? And then you actually got a lead from that. So 1 came through that, and then the other 1 came through direct mail farming. Okay. Now with each and every single one of these, you want to ensure that you create different sequences. So you want to have a sequence for this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, to ensure that the leads that you're speaking to, the leads that you're nurturing, the leads that you're following up with are all going to be speaking a separate, different language. Okay. So these leads over here all need to be customized, because the minute that they're customized, you're basically customizing each and every single deal for different prospects that would be interested in each and every single one of these separate leads, if you get what I'm saying. And that's the reason why email marketing is so effective. It's not only because you can create a database and you can consistently nurture and follow up with these leads. Okay, the reason why having a database and the reason why email marketing is so effective is because it doesn't cost you a dime. Once you have the lead, once you have the database, it doesn't cost you anything at all, right? Afterwards, to close a deal, right? Or to get a referral, or to get whatever you want from them, because now they are part of your database. And if you nurture them the right way, if you give out value the right way, they're gonna be there forever, okay? And they will turn into a loyal customer over time, all right? You get what I'm saying? Because here's the thing with online advertising and with traditional advertising, you have to consistently put in the effort, right? On the online advertising space, you have to consistently put in the budget. On the traditional advertising, you always have to put in effort, okay? So you're basically exerting energy at the end of the day, right? It's either money or it's either actual effort. But at the end of the day, the point I'm trying to make here is that both methods work, and you need to do both methods in order for you to grow your database, because you cannot have a database without leads. So how are you getting leads? Through both methods, right? Even though online advertising is quicker and faster to grow your database as opposed to traditional methods will take much longer than online. And that's the reason why I always preach online, because online is going to grow your database quicker. And if you have a large database, if you have a large pool of leads, it's easier for you to start closing more deals or getting more referrals and start converting them into loyal customers, right? Think about all the top performers in your neighborhood. All of them, I guarantee you right now, all of them, right, have a solid database. I wouldn't be surprised if they have over 100,000 or even 1 million leads within their database. But you need to understand that was accumulated over time. It wasn't accumulated in a month. It wasn't accumulated over 3-4 months. It was accumulated over time through years and years and years of trial and error and speaking to people and networking with people and getting all their contact details so that they could fill up and accumulate their database, so that whenever they have a listing or whenever they have an open house, whatever they need, right, at that specific moment, they can then leverage their database and tap into that pool of leads where they can instantly start getting referrals, where they can instantly start getting offers, where they can instantly start getting people who are willing to negotiate on certain listings so that they can either buy or sell. It's dependent on whoever owns the database. So you need to understand why this is so powerful, and why you need to leverage it so that you can start literally 10xing all of your campaigns. I cannot stress this enough. You need a database, okay? If you're an agent, if you're a broker, you need a solid database, and you need to nurture that database consistently. And that's the reason why email marketing is 40 times effective, right? Then Facebook, then Google, then Zillow, then Trulia, then Realtor, then cold calling, then door knocking, then direct mail farming. It is 40 times more effective, because the minute you have that database, you can leverage that database for anything and everything that you would want. You can even sell your database to companies, right? You can sell your database to different companies that might leverage that database for something. I'm just trying to think of an example that I could use right now. You could leverage that database and sell it to a network provider, right? Because maybe you have a database of homeowners who are between the ages of maybe 35 and 45, and you can go and leverage that database and go sell it to a company, right? You can sell it to a network provider who maybe is offering home fiber or home internet solutions. You can sell that database to them. Why? Because that's what they're looking for. Data is literally the new currency. Data is the new gold, okay? And you want to ensure that you have enough data so that you can leverage it for your emails and start generating more deals, okay? And referrals, and just getting all of those leads to become loyal clients, so that they can consistently refer you each and every single time. So I hope you guys got a lot of value from this. I'll see you guys in the next video.